Joining me on Head Turners today is a gentleman whose brand has certainly given hell to competition for the past half a decade in India. It's Unnikannan Gangadharan, Director of Hell Energy Private Limited. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me in this program.
Tell us, for a Hungary-based energy drink maker, how different has the Indian market been?
Uh, if we look at Indian market, so uh, Hungary is very similar to Indian market in terms of the uh, value conscious consumers.
Mhm.
So from that perspective, yes, so it's very similar to what we have in Hungary. So when we touch upon how we started the product, so we had energy drink category in India
Mhm.
for almost uh, 20-25 years, but it started getting noticed from 2008 onwards.
Okay.
So, and it was represented mostly at the top of the pyramid by brands which are selling around more than 80-90 rupees per can of 250 ml. So when Hell Energy Drink started looking at Indian market, they with the kind of experience I had earlier worked with other major brands of energy drinks, so we understood there is a price or a sweet spot in terms of pricing
Mhm.
in the market which is completely vacant.
Mhm.
So what we did is we just mirrored the strategy of what happened in Hungary and the entire Eastern Europe
Mhm.
to India to bring in this category at a price point which was at sub 50 level.
Okay.
So, and it was an instant hit in most markets in India.
And I remember when you entered the market in around 2018-19, your goal was to become one of the top three players by in 3 years.
That's
Now,
right.
how close are you to it now?
Okay, so we actually became top three in 3 years from the start, and currently we are number one in terms of item share
Mm-hmm.
in can category.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at energy drink, there it's split into three broad segments. One is the premium, the other
Mm-hmm.
one is masstige, which is a mid-price segment, and we
Mm-hmm.
have a mass market segment.
Okay.
So masstige and the premium put together contribute to the can segment, and in that we are market leader in 2025
Okay.
for both the months Jan and Feb.
And overall?
In terms of overall, we would be number two or number three because pet is a large space
Mm-hmm.
in India.
Okay. And tell us, which are the big markets for you within India, and what kind of growth has the brand seen in the past year?
Okay, so in terms of markets, we are predominantly strong in north and western markets,
Mm-hmm.
and between these two markets, we are market leaders in many cities. Uh, when it comes to the kind of growth, so we have been growing at strong double digits for all the 7 years.
Okay.
So and last few months has been very good for us. We are growing in excess of 50% in the last few months.
In most categories, there's just one brand which kind of becomes synonymous to that category. And in this case, I mean, Red Bull has had that advantage because they moved first. So, do you feel that first mover advantage is kind of making it difficult for you to topple it from that number one position?
Okay, so as I just said, so we are actually leading the category now.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is yes, in the premiums there is the category is split into three segments. In premium, yes, it's Red Bull in
Mm-hmm.
terms of pricing, but in terms of experience,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of delivery, uh, with the new set of customers coming in, the youth coming in, Hell is actually taking that position
Mm-hmm.
to drive the category and build or expand the business of the category.
Talking about pricing, this summer has seen a big pricing war between cola majors, with Campa Cola kind of, pulling down their prices and everyone trying to be competitive. Has that also percolated to the energy drink category? Have you decided or considered, reducing the prices?
Uh, so in terms of pricing, so we started in 2015 17, 18 with 45 rupee pricing. Currently, we are at 60 rupees, and the 60 we have held for the last 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is a sweet spot in terms of a premium energy drink
Mm-hmm.
offering same experience as premium energy drink. So we currently don't see a challenge in terms of pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are many other products which are available in PET, which is at a lower price. But
Mm-hmm.
this category is not as much touched as the carbonated category.
So this you like you're sandwiched between Red Bull, which is at a higher price point, and a Sting, which comes at a very low cost low cost alternative. So is this pricing that you intend to
Continue.
maintain?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I just want to also add a couple of points here. Uh, See, there is a huge shift we have seen
Mm-hmm.
from the mass market, which is 20 rupee pricing, towards the mid-tier pricing or premium pricing. Because in the last 3 months, we have seen the can segment in the overall energy drink space
Mm-hmm.
has grown from 11 to 15, 16%. So the saliency of cans is actually going up.
Okay.
So people are moving up the pyramid when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to energy drinks.
So you're in the right space.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this overall Indian energy drinks market, of course, is booming. I was reading some stats, and it said about $1 billion dollars by 2030.
Mhm.
But there also comes that challenge, where people are getting more health conscious. An energy drink, of course, has a high content of caffeine in it and sugar. So how are you, as a responsible brand, kind of managing, balancing that?
Okay, so there are few variants in our portfolio
Mm-hmm.
which are sugar free,
Okay.
and we intend to bring in due course of time. But when it comes to energy drink, so it offers around 30 mg of caffeine for every 100 ml of drink,
Mm-hmm.
which is very similar to a coffee or most other products which is in this space. Yes, when it comes to sugar, as I mentioned, so we are exploring bringing in sugar-free variants
Okay.
to handle this. But we also have almost 4 5 vitamins in the
Mm-hmm.
energy drink,
Mm-hmm.
which actually also helps in terms of overall experience and performance.
Okay. Now, I'd like to come a little to the marketing side of it. Now, recently, I think you had brought in Mohammad Shami and Shardul Thakur as your brand ambassadors.
Yeah.
Uh, why these two, and how have they really helped grow the brand for you?
Okay. So Mohammad Shami and Shardul Thakur came in when we had a cricket crazy edition, especially meant for the World Cup
Mm-hmm.
2023 ODI World Cup. So that point of time we got in Mohammad Shami and Shardul Thakur as our brand ambassadors to support this special edition cans,
Mm-hmm.
and they worked very well. So
Mm-hmm.
in terms of we had a lot of user generated content contest during that time in social media, and we got very good response during this period.
So, with them as brand ambassadors, is IPL a big property for you? Are you campaigning big on IPL as well?
Okay, so when it comes to IPL,
Mm-hmm.
we are not having any brand ambassador as such, or we don't have any team per se, but this is the first time we are actually advertising on IPL.
Okay.
And as it's like our DNA, so we want to offer the best product
Mm-hmm.
at affordable price. So whatever we do, we actually focus on getting optimum utilization or cost efficiency. So in
Mm-hmm.
IPL, we have our advertisements which are played only on weekends,
Mm-hmm.
that too on linear TV.
Okay.
So this actually helps us to reach, because linear TV is mostly used in all the restaurants, bars, pubs, all these places. So
Mm-hmm.
during weekends, these places are completely full. So we want to reach as many consumers as possible,
Mm-hmm.
or they can watch IPL and our advertisement. And this Win with Health, which is our consumer campaign, which
Mm-hmm.
we started with IPL. We launched it with IPL, and we are also now activating in social media as well as lot of other content, lot of other platforms.
Okay. And what is overall, because you're a 6 7 year old brand now,
Yeah.
what percentage of your revenue do you actually dedicate to marketing and advertising at this point? And do you plan to increase that further?
See what from a marketing point of view, we have been consistently spending for the last 3 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and every year we have a campaign
Mm-hmm.
which is focused during either summers
Mm-hmm.
or festive season. 2023 we had a campaign which was during festive season,
Mm-hmm.
and 24 we are during summer, and 25 also we actually have this win with hell consumer contest campaign in summer. But we also have one more big area which is cinema. So we
Okay.
used to invest a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
on cinema which is with high impact properties. uh, Last year we did a few sponsorships
Okay.
for movies like Jawan,
Mm-hmm.
Animal, Tiger. So we do cinema and we also do cricket.
Mm-hmm.
We also support the cinema industry by being part of Z Cine Awards or Z Cine Awards even in regional like Marathi or Kannada.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And but overall, how much percentage of your revenue does goes
So
into?
it varies around 1.5 to 3. So it based on the campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
We also do a lot of investments on in-store materials like coolers and
Mm-hmm.
all these things. So it also goes as part of marketing. So that's why it varies.
Okay. And are you big on digital as well for
Yeah,
a?
yeah.
Okay.
So this year again, one is we are doing, but our major advertising media is television,
Okay.
followed by digital.
Super. Just one last question. To what extent do the regulations come in the way of growing the brand? The regulations here in India.
Okay. So when it comes to the product, we have very similar product what we sell in other parts of the other parts of the world. We sell that, but
Mm-hmm.
we are uh, very much compliant on the regulation. So we follow every single FSSAI norm, and that is the only adaptation we make for our product. Otherwise, we bring in the products which are there in other parts of the world. So when it comes to regulation, we ensure that the product goes through
Mm-hmm.
whatever is being listed as standard and ensure that it is followed. So there was an instance when in one of the there was a rumor and there was some instance which happened that our product was not compliant to the regulation. Then we applied for retest, and
Mm-hmm.
it came out that we are within the regulation, and whatever prohibition order was given was actually lifted after that.
With brand with influencers like the food farmer that kind of come in and they talk about every little content like ingredient that goes into the products. Do you
Yeah.
think brands are facing the heat today in
Uh,
a big way?
so if we are actually declaring whatever we use it on the product,
Mm-hmm.
then it's about the education which is happening is to read the label, and whatever you are going to put it into the container has to be communicated through the label.
Mm-hmm.
So with this, so if you look at we have very clearly written what is to be what is inside the can, and
Mm-hmm.
what is like for example it says high caffeine, so it's already printed on the can.
Okay, so transparency is key.
That's right.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for talking to
Thank you
us.
very much. Thank you.